I'm tired. Hello, my name is Lydia. I want to talk about Sex Education Series 2 because it came out, and I have some opinions. I have some thoughts because some of y'all ain't it. Some of y'all, okay. I'm just literally just gonna like hop into this video because I don't feel like I have literally like I have notes on my computer the size, it's 3 pages long. So let's get into it. So if you don't know, Sex Education is a series, an original Netflix series on the UK, Netflix UK. Currently at its series 2, as they say in the UK. And there's a lot of couple points I wanted to point out, but like overall it was good. It was good, except y'all just want to cry about the minute little things, and I ain't here for that. I'm not taking it. I ain't taking it. I'm taking it. We're not doing this. We're not doing this in 2020. Like, the world's already ending. Like, we got something good and y'all crying about the little things. Like, I'm not doing this. So let's just get right on it. I've literally watched the series 3 times. Like, 3 fucking times. Let's start off real easy for y'all. Otis ain't it. Otis ain't it, friends. He ain't it. He just I've never seen a character more bland in my entire life. Literally nothing to him. Plain cracker. Not even with cheese, like just plain cracker. You know, people who put like butter on their cracker. Listen, this show is amazing, especially because there's so many dynamic characters and great character arcs. At season 1, we got to dive into Otis' character, and he was an interesting character. Like, I get it, your mom's a sex therapist, so like effect on your, you know, sexual interactions, and his dad is a great guy. His dad is not a great guy. Well, he's a sex addict, which could definitely, I know, impact children as well. So at first I was really intrigued by the character. Season 1. Season 2, nothing new, same old shit. Nothing new. This ain't it. Like, nothing new. Like, it was like same thing. Like, he's trying to be a good character because like his dad's a bad character. It was a lot of that again, which I feel like we got a little bit of that in season 1, but like Ola had to like basically like smack it into him and be like, yeah, this is what's going on, fix your shit. Like, he always kind of blames his problems on other people. I understand his daddy complex and his stuff with his daddy issues. We all got them. They affect him heavily, clearly, but he didn't. And you know what, I must say this, him and me aren't that great. They're not that, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anybody in the comments. They're not that great. Like, after that whole scene at the party, we basically called her selfish. Like, Maeve? Selfish? She has literally done like 2 selfish things in the show. Even then I was like, alright, you're bad, man. I got it. Like, literally, the only thing I remember that she did, it was kind of like, it was like in season 1 where like she was in the bathroom with Ola and she basically told Ola that, like, you know, Otis is a virgin, and then you can tell she kind of regretted it. Like, worst thing she's done in the series. Everything else I was like, oh no, she's fine. She's fine. Like, I won't get to Maeve because she's flawless and we stand a queen, but Maeve and Otis ain't it. I am currently editing my sex education review. I've been calling Maeve the whole time, so I just look like a fucking poser. Like, you guys are probably thinking like, this girl doesn't even watch it. She doesn't even watch the show. Like, what is she talking about? So sorry about that. And y'all just mad. Y'all just, I literally hear people being like, Sex Education season 2 was this, but the last episode was so bad it ruined the whole series. I'm like, really 15 minutes, 8 episodes for an hour, that ruined it for you? Okay, that's fine. I just want to know Ruby and Otis, we could explore that. I'll allow it. We can explore that. I will say that it's a yes. Like, I kind of like, because he's the trope with like Otis and Maeve is that like this nerdy guy gets like the badass girl, whatever, and I'm like, okay. Like, Otis and Ruby, that's gonna be like more like the popular mean girl gets like the awkward guy, which is not a trope as itself, but it works. And I kind of like how they kind of twisted up and kind of made him like, so he lost his virginity to Ruby. Like, I was like, I'm here for it. I like it. I see this. I see this texture we're adding here. I want to see more Ruby. She's a bitch and I love her. Give me more of her. Like, I want to know more about her dad. I want to see, like, if her and Otis can become more friends. If she, like, give me it. Give me the layers, the onions, peel it. I want to see it. I need to see it. Writers, do something with him. Like, at this point, every other character had even the minute, like, the little characters who came, the teachers had a better storyline than him. The teachers. Sad. I'm just gonna, sad. I'm gonna go into some hot waters here because this is like, they're honestly my favorite chip in the show. This is fucking matcha. I'm gonna say Adam and Eric seem forced. Oh, I see some of y'all. They're my favorite chip too. Calm down. They are my favorite chip in the show. They did seem forced, and here's why. For Adam and Eric's characters to really work, especially with like the past they had, and if you're gonna go with the whole bully trope, which is like it's 2020, we're really not here for like, oh, I'm gonna abuse you and then love you. Like, we're not here for it. So for them to work, it would have to be a slower burn than what we got. They did try though. The writers fucking tried, and you can tell they did, and I really fucking appreciate that. But because it's so messy, we needed more development between that. And I feel like we got such a heavy development from Adam and then Eric. And yes, their stories and their art kind of molded, like, were very woven in together. They were still very different. Like, for example, if we kind of just dissect both their arcs for a little bit, I'm going to get into Adam's. But Adam's was really about being a better person, learning to accept himself, you know. And Eric, we kind of got that last season where he was more about kind of taking a stand about, you know, what he'll tolerate and how he wants to be treated and like what he wants in a relationship. It's very different. Like, we got, like, Eric went through his bullshit, and you see him basically confront Adam about it. Like, he's like, I went through my internalized homophobia phase. I'm done. So you need to catch up, or I'm done. Interaction we got of the two of them, it was very surface level. Eric was like saying like, oh, we hang out every night, but like we didn't really get any of those deep conversations. Like, we didn't see them build like a friendship before they started dating. Like, what did they have in common? It was just like, we're a couple. And it's like, no, we needed more of like, do they actually get along? And we got like little slips of it, and we know that like they see each other every night. But even when Eric told Otis about, you know, Adam, yeah, the kiss is amazing, like, I get you guys have the spark, you know, your mom said you have a spark, but like, what else? Like, I wanted to see more of those like deep conversations where we can see they have some things in common, they really connect. We got very surface level things. So I'm hoping that in season 3, there better be a fucking season 3. I'm not. Anyways, in season 3, I'm really hoping that they kind of step back, because we get it and they like each other, but I'm really hoping they take a step back and kind of build more onto like, what do we have in common, what do we like about each other, what makes this thing work, and then kind of go into like the dating. So I hope they do that, and I feel like they've gotten that feedback a lot, so we will see. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. Also, didn't like how they used Raheem as like basically like a plot device to move both of them. Like, I get it, like, you know, Raheem was there to like kind of like show like Eric what he wanted in a relationship and what he deserved, and blah, blah, blah. And then he kind of pushed Adam because, you know, Adam got a little jealous, to finally confront his feelings to Eric. But y'all did him dirty, and y'all don't know it. Like, y'all literally just like, that was it. I will say, They did him dirty, so I didn't like that. But also, he didn't have much of a character. He was very one-dimensional. However, it's his first season, so I could see the critique with that. Like I've been reading people being like, he's so dimensional, like one-dimensional. He reads like Pablo Neruda, and that's like, I'm like, I get it. But, like, he's very much of like the solemn, like tragic poet. Like we get it. But like, it's his first season. Like, what do you fuck? Like, a lot of people didn't like Ola in her first season, and like now people, like, I know people love her. Like, give it time. Like, I will say, Sex Education is really good at listening to their fans, so I think they will bring him back. Didn't like that whole vague, like, oh, we can hold you, like, he can hold your hand but he can't hold your heart bullshit. Like, yeah, okay, we get it, you read poetry, move on. Like, fuck. Anyways, I hope that's not foreshadowing. If it is, like, what more drama do you want from these kids? Like, I honestly want season 3 for Adam and Eric. I want it to just be like developing their relationship, their friendship, like everything. I don't want no more drama. If there's drama, it would be like, I want it to be like more Adam and his dad more than about the relationship. Like, I want this to be like, they're settled, they're set, they're done. Now it's just like drama surrounding them. Since we're already here, Ismail will talk about like one of my favorite characters in the show, my fucking babe, my fucking boo, Adam. Now, I've been seeing, like, I feel like a lot of people have been accepting of him and people are liking him, but I still see some little ticks out there who are just trying to put my boy down, and I ain't having it. He had a good redemption arc. I don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me. Don't at me. I don't care. I don't know you. Don't at me. He had a good redemption arc. Like I said, it was everything about each Eric and Adam's character was very well written. It's just the relationship that was like very like quick, let's go. Like, but Adam's character was well written. Actually, I want to say Adam's characters in both seasons are actually well written, because I actually rewatched season 1, and yeah, he had the whole bully thing, but his whole thing with his dad in season 1 was amazing. I really wish they kind of like, they did have like little aspects of it, like when he was in the military and he went back home and he could tell that he didn't want to go back home because of his dad, and he literally washed his dad's car, and then his dad like yelled at him because he like left the door open, like, oh, baby. And then there was a little bit at the end too where he kind of brought his dad's like meals because his dad was living at school, and we saw a little glimpse of that, but like not as much as in season 2. So I feel like I'm watching you guys writers, I feel like they're gonna bring it back in season 3. That's what I'm hoping, because we didn't get too much of it. But yeah, but let's talk about Adam's redemption arc and how it was amazing. And it was, like I said, it's no Prince Zuko or like the Young Greyjoy, but the writers tried. Like I said, the reason why those arcs were so good is because they had more time. Yeah, okay, well, Theon maybe not, but Zuko and Lily had like 4 seasons of like character development, whereas like I get that there may be pressed for time here, even though I don't get it because like you guys put even Otis in a cliffhanger. But anyways, even then, like, I feel like the development they did with him was good. Was like, I got it, like I understood where they were going with it. There's a movie called The Silent Voice, and it's basically about like this bully who like bullies this deaf girl, and then he kind of like reflects on it, and he's very self-reflective. I honestly felt like, even though they wrote Adam as like this really bimbo-y, like dumb character, when he wasn't talking, I honestly felt like Connor is one that was like amazing, but when he wasn't talking, it was like when you really like, it really kind of hit you, like the way that his face would just be like, you could see him kind of like self-reflecting and analyzing like things he's done and like why situations are happening to him. Like, you could see it in his face, and I think that's what honestly it was so impactful, and that's what got to a lot of us, is because it was like he literally had like 7 lines in the fucking series. So yeah, his character was very quiet, self-reflecting, and it was not as, I will say, like, there's not too much in common, but I just felt like that aspect of it was very similar. Like the fact that he kind of isolated himself throughout most of the season. Like, yes, he hung out with Eric a lot, but he very kind of like, and then he was also kicked out of school. I also feel like the time at the military and just the time himself, he had a lot of time to just kind of like sit with his feelings, which I think is not something that Adam as a character, he seems like a very like, in season 1 he was very impulsive, it's just like go, whereas season 2 he got to really like sit down, digest his like feelings and how he's feeling about the situation, and I enjoyed that. And you could see like what makes Connor Swindell such a great actor is that I saw that, like we saw that, he was able to communicate that just by looking. Also, Adam and Ola, yes, like it was like one of those things where like I kind of saw that they were gonna do something with them, and then when they like finally did, I was like, yeah, I want it, give it to me in season 3. Excited to see where they're gonna take Adam's character, especially because I feel like he's gotten a lot of popularity, and which is like good for him. Like Connor's a sweetheart. Every time I watch every situation interview, most likely all of them, especially with Quentin. And like people who tell me they hate Adam after this, they're like, oh well, he didn't really, like, no, he's trying, like, and like that's really all you can ask of a human being, like, to try, and that's what I'll take it. I'll fucking take this development. I will take it to the grave. Meave deserves better. Listen, that's the post. That's it. The only person that like deserves Meave, or the like fair face value, like that really truly deserves, is Amy. Amy's like her ride or die bitch. Truly treated her since, like, I would say, like, since she like dumped like Ruby in the gang, she has literally been treating like Meave like an amazing friend. Like, that's friendship, bitch. That's friendship. I really like this like Matilda Miss Honey thing that her and the teacher, oh my god, I can literally play this scene right now because that's the teacher right now. I forgot what the teacher's name is. I love it. Like, she was rooting for her. Like, she's the one who got her back into, like, basically like blackmailed the principal and was like, you're gonna get back at school, I don't want to hear it. And like Lydia advocated for her to be on like the debate team, and then also to be on, like, you know, to write more. Like, I love it. Can like she adopt her? Because the fact that she went through so much shit with her brother, so much shit with her mom, especially this season. She lost her half sister, which was really like they were having some really cute moments. Like Otis treated her like he was okay for a bit, because first of all, they barely had any interaction, which I know someone like the Mead and Otis fans are like, okay, well, we get it, they only had barely any interaction, but the interaction he did, like, he treated like crap. So like, who the fuck cares, you know? like I'm telling you, I am not for the Meme and Otis train. Like, I was asleep at the station, and then I realized I missed it, and I just went back to bed, and I was like, well, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna have to stop. And the other stop was like not this shit. I'm not here for it. I don't care for it. Like, I no. Now she has to deal with this fucking prick named Isaac. Like, oh god, like, give this girl a break. She deserves better. Oh my fucking god, she's literally one of the most popular like characters in the show, and the writers are literally taking her for a wing. But like, it's like kind of helping because it's making her like a better character. But we're all like sitting here like, give her fucking better, like. Because you know what? I think I would love Meave and Jack. Like, I love Meave and Jackson in season 1. Not as a couple, but just like the banter that they had. Like the cute little, like, I think I would like them again as friends. But I guess now he has like Viv, so I don't know. I don't know what I want from them. I don't think they're not popular enough as a ship for the writers to even like, they're like, what? You know, hear something? Like, they're not gonna do anything about it. Amy's character had such an amazing arc and such a relatable arc, and you know what, it surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, it surprised me in season 1 when they didn't really bring up sexual assault, because especially like if you like, it's sad honestly, but female, like as a woman, it's like most of our interactions with like sexual interactions first come from like some kind of assault, minor assault, big assault. Like, it's sad and disgusting, but I'm really surprised they didn't really like hit on it too much. Maybe they did and it's not coming to me, but I'm really glad that they did it in this season, and they didn't make it too dark, which I kind of appreciated, because it's supposed to be like a lighthearted show, but it didn't make it like, okay, this is definitely a serious thing, like, this is not okay. I don't even know what else to say. She had a very needed storyline. Honestly, it was just amazing to see. Okay, Viv and Jackson were great. They were great. There was a whole thing where people didn't like that she went to his parents, which, yeah, like, here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie, I like Jackson more than Viv, but together I like them together. Viv, there's some things about her that I like, some things I don't like about her, but I'm here for the representation. Like, big black girl, I love it. Like, I'll take it. She's just a little bit more like type A. Then I'm like, I can't. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, we get it. Still love her character, especially with Jackson. But so I didn't like the fact that she did. Like, yes, she would go to your mom's about that. And the whole fact that, like, I feel like people don't. So a lot of people saying like, oh, we just want to keep it as a friendship. I'm glad they keep it as a friendship. We don't really ship it. But then I feel like this is a little like, like if she was like a skinny, like light skinned or skinny, like even white girl, y'all be shipping it. I don't know. I just feel like people are not shipping it because of the way that Viv looks, and I feel like people were like I'm getting a lot of like, oh, they're cute, but they should just stay as friends. They just stay as friends. I'm like, why? Like, oh, we got a lot of interracial couples here. I'm down for a black and black couple. Jackson's character. Oh, because Jackson, I really like how his character development like was just seamlessly. Like, season 1 to season 2, like everything made fucking sense. Like, there was anything that was like, oh, that's out of character. Like, everything was like smooth. Like they knew exactly what to do with his character. So he was just kind of like continuing it, and it was done beautifully. Like, his anxiety, like, and at first I was like, when I watched season 1, I was like, oh no, they did talk about his anxiety and stuff like that, and it just had carried it over to like season 2 beautifully. Such a good character, such a great character. I like that he's like the jock, but he's kind of like a nice jock. And when you thought he would be kind of a douche, and he's not. Like, he's this sweet guy. I mean, the only person he's really a douche to is like Otis and me have been like, fair enough, you in the right, boo. He was in the right. He was definitely in the right. But he's basically nice to kind of everybody. Like, he has no problem with anybody, and that's what I like. Even like, here's the thing. Here's the difference between Jackson and Otis. Jackson sees me with somebody at a party, and yeah, he doesn't really say anything to her, but he literally, when she asked for help, for like helping somebody, like, I think, oh no, Isaac asked if he can have help in his stairs, he still gets like the whole football team to help. Whereas Otis publicly shames her once she brings somebody who he didn't even confirm, he didn't even ask, like, oh, is this like the guy seen? No, he just doesn't. He just publicly shames her, assuming. Like, the difference. Jackson's just like, y'all, Jackson and me happened, and y'all were fucking crickets. Otis and me, y'all fucking howling. Like, I'm done. But Jackson's development, and like even like the whole conversation he had with his mom, and like you saw a little bit of her point of view of why she was so strict on him about swimming. It was so beautifully done. It was so beautiful. It's about Jackson, like, his anger is always like, yeah, it's justified. It's perfectly justified. Like, and I want to see these characters, like, except for fucking Otis, every time that they feel a certain way, I honestly, like, I'm like, yeah, you have the right to be mad about it. Every time any character had like a kind of like an angry outburst, I was like, snaps, give it, tell him, like, I'm gonna brace up again, but Eric and Adam, like, when Eric like snaps at like outside, you tell him what he did. I mean, Adam looked like a puppy, but you tell him what he did. What else? Ola and Lily, loved it. Fun. I like that. Like, I will say, like, I wasn't a huge fan of Ola in season 1. Well, it's not. I wasn't a huge fan of her. I just, like, I was kind of like, whatever. And it's not because of fucking me notice. Then season 2, especially with like Ola and Adam, Ola and Lily, the way she like put Otis in her place, like, and I was like, honey, you're coming up, you're moving up. Like, loved her. All the adults were great too in the show. Lily was weird, and Lily, like, I think Lily's the type of person, like, she just comes in to say like she has two cents of saying like just these weird things just for like the comedic effect of the show, and we're like, okay, we love Lily. She's literally like up there, but like, I think my 3 favorite characters are Adam. I love Eric too. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna rank my favorite characters because I have a connection with like each of them, and I can't. My favorite character is definitely Adam, but I don't think I could rank them after after that, like, it's just kind of like a, it's a sprout. Like, the LGBTQ situation with the show. So this show has it's a very left show, a lot of representation between the all spectrum. The only thing that it kind of missed was a trans, and I've seen a lot of feedback from the trans community, like not okay with it, and I can kind of see why. And there's a lot of talk about genitalia, and like, if you have a dick, you're this. If you have a vagina, you're this. Like, especially the scene where like Otis went to go get the morning after pill, and the woman's like, you don't have a vagina. Like, how would you know? Like, why would you assume like that? Like, I don't know if I'm very ignorant about British customs and like laws, so maybe like that is like, you have to show some kind of ID and like prove that you're like of said sex to maybe pick up the morning after pill. But the fact that she had blatantly said that was like, ooh, I was like, ooh, we're really gonna do that. And that was just an example. I can think on the top of my head. There was a lot of instances where they were just like, there was a lot of like penis talk or dick talk or like vagina, and it was like kind of like, oh, this is a little, we're talking a lot about genitalia, and I'm just surprised that like we brought up bisexuality, asexuality, pansexuality, but we didn't bring up any trans. Like, it's just gone. And like I said, because I'm expecting this, because it's a very left show, I'm expecting it. It's not like, you know, like, that's why I think people are mad, because you literally brought up LGBTQ community and you just decided to like the T. So I can see it. I think it's what really got me, and is like a lot of talk about like vaginas and like genitalia talk, which is kind of like, you have to have a dick for this. You have to, like, it's kind of like, no, that's not really how that works. But okay, I guess. But definitely something you have to work on the following or the furthering next season. So, one of the best shows for characters, I will say. Like, I watch a lot of TV. I don't have a lot of time, but like, I watch a lot of TV. And one of the best shows, hands down, for developing characters, having such intriguing like storylines, it's amazing. They did an amazing job with that, and one of the best shows for that. Like, one of the best shows for that. Here is my Instagram. I don't really use Twitter. I have like 5 Twitters, and I don't really use any of them. But I'll put my Instagram there because I'm trying to be more active on it, so maybe I would get like, I don't know what I'm talking about. What the fuck am I talking about? No, that's it. Season 3 is coming out soon. It better. But let me know if you guys like this type of videos. I will probably do one. There's a couple of shows that are my favorites. I probably will do a couple more of these as well. 2 other shows that are like up there on my radar are Good Girl season 3 is coming out. Listen, the plot holes in this show, just stuff that I want to do. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye.